Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share a story with you that's a little different. It's a story about a letter, a love that might have been, and a small, quiet regret that has lingered for decades. It all started with an old leather mailbag I found at a flea market. It was worn, a bit tattered, but it had character. I bought it mostly as a decorative piece, but when I got it home, I discovered something tucked away in a hidden, forgotten pocket. It was a letter. The envelope was yellowed with age, the stamp from a time long past. The address was faded but still legible, written in a beautiful looping cursive. But what truly caught my breath was the single, uncancelled stamp. This letter had never been mailed. It was sealed, and my curiosity was overwhelming. I felt a bit like a trespasser into someone's private history, but I knew I had to open it. The story inside needed to be heard. So very carefully I steamed it open. The letter was dated almost 60 years ago. It was from a young man named Arthur to a woman named Eleanor. It wasn't just a letter. It was a confession, a pour-your-heart-out declaration of love. Arthur wrote about seeing Eleanor at the town library, about her smile, the way she tucked a stray hair behind her ear when she was lost in a book. He wrote about his fear, his shyness, and how he'd spent weeks working up the courage just to write this letter. He described his dreams for their future, a small house with a garden, Sunday picnics by the creek, growing old together. Every word was filled with such raw, hopeful emotion. He asked her to meet him under the old oak tree in the town square the following Saturday at noon. If she came, he'd know she felt the same way. If she didn't, he'd understand and never bother her again. It was a simple, heartfelt plea, a single moment that could change two lives forever. But the letter was never sent. It remained in this mailbag, undelivered. I can only imagine the postman who owned this bag. Maybe he was a young man himself, perhaps distracted or rushed. He might have placed the letter in his pocket for safekeeping, intending to drop it in the mail slot at the end of his shift, but then he forgot. A simple human error. Or maybe he knew Arthur and Eleanor and had his own reasons. We'll never know for sure. What we do know is that Eleanor never received it. She never knew the depth of Arthur's feelings. Did she wait for a word from him? Did she wonder why the quiet boy from the library never spoke to her? And Arthur, he must have stood under that oak tree, his heart pounding, waiting for a girl who never knew she was supposed to be there. I can almost feel his hope slowly turning to disappointment as the minutes ticked by. This letter is a powerful reminder of how fragile our connections can be and how important it is to seize the moment. How many unspoken words, how many unsent letters are out there, holding back beautiful possibilities. It's a sad story, but it's also a lesson for all of us. Don't wait. Tell the people you care about how you feel. Don't let your what-ifs become regrets. Thank you for letting me share this little piece of history with you. It's stories like these that remind us of the humanity that connects us all. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more stories from the past. Until next time, take care and don't be afraid to send that letter.